Oh, it's Friday. That's right, Friyay. The best day of the week other than hump day. The work week is on its way out. The weekend is on its way in. And today, yes, today, we're talking about samurais. We watched Samurai Marathon. This is a strange one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky. Squeaky, listen. You ever seen a cool puppy like this? I think it's called a corgi or something. Isn't it cute? Check it out. Watch. I know, right? Happy Friday. We're glad you're here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, please, and thank you. Also, in the description down below are some things we love and enjoy. And nobody pays us. We just thought you might like them too. Like, coffee. So, also, in the description down below is our merch page over at flagranttriggers.com, where you can get t-shirts with the lovable mug of myself and squeaky chair to your heart's content. Lastly, we're over on Rumble, so if you're on Rumble, please, there's a link in the description down below. Click it, go over there and like and follow us there as well, because you never know. One day, there may be some Rumble exclusives, or we may just switch to Rumble altogether. Who knows these days, right? So again, happy Friday. I hope your week is going well. I know that there was a tragedy the other day, and I am not going to talk about it here. We, of course, send our prayers and well wishes to the families of the victims. And it's a sad time. But that has nothing to do with our entertainment, so we are going to push on here. Just remember to stay safe in everything that you do. So, I'm always looking for a good samurai movie, right? Like, always. And the other day, I was in Big Lots, and I found this movie for $1.25. That's right. $1.25, brand new. And I'd heard the name before because I've seen the name on streaming, but I've never watched it. So, for $1.25, I couldn't say no. And I bought Samurai Marathon. Now, an oddity to be sure, because have you ever seen this movie? Candyman from 1992, rated R, hour and 39 minutes. The director for Candyman is who directed this movie we're talking about today, which I just find so weird. But Samurai Marathon, 2019, hour and 43 minutes. Now, it says it's TV 14. Then I guess that's possible. There's some blood. There's a few sword battles, if you will, or violent moments where people die by a sword. And it's, okay. Yeah, I'd say TV 14's alright. It's not R. In my opinion, it shouldn't be rated R. But, yeah, it does have some bloody stuff in it. But I was all excited. I was so excited I told Bushido Blues that I got it and that I was going to review it. And he was like, I've never seen it either, but it sounds intriguing. And it does. This is a literal thing, because evidently every year in a certain city in Japan, I'm assuming, there's a marathon, a samurai marathon, that people run in, some of them dressed as samurais, some of them dressed as hot dogs, bunnies, all sorts of silly things. But this movie is how that marathon came to be. In 1855, Daimyo sends his men on a grueling marathon to discover if they're tough enough to face the newly arrived Americans. Misunderstanding his intent, the shogun dispatches assassins to destroy them all. Now, just so we understand, now this is based on a factual event, this marathon in 1855. That is a fact. As far as the rest of it, not sure. But I do know that 12 years after this marathon took place, the samurais were no more. I'm sure some of that had to do with Americans bringing firearms over, etc., etc. But overall, and I don't know if it has to do with the director, because, I remember as a kid watching Candyman, and it was gross, but it was alright from what I remember, but I haven't seen it since it came out. So, that was a long time ago. But it seems to be lacking. Look, the outfits look great, the cinematography is fine, the sword fights are fine, but it's convoluted. It's just looks a little confusing. Overall, the story is completely easy to follow. There's nothing complicated about what's going on in this movie. And yes, it turns out to be a marathon, but not... I don't know. I really want to like this movie. I'm not sure that I do. Is it awful? No. It was completely watchable. I love samurai stuff. Watching it was fine. But it's not a sword slashing good time like it claims. It's not hack and slash samurai fun. It truly is about a 36 or 38 mile run, and what happens when all the samurai have left the city all alone because the leader was like, y'all go on this run, I want to see if y'all are lazy or not. And that's when they get attacked. Right? So it sounds great. It sounds, wow, that's interesting. I wonder what happens. It just isn't as good as most samurai movies. And I don't know. Maybe it's not the director. Maybe it's the story. I know it's based on a novel, but I've never read the novel. In fact, I tried to find the novel, and I had trouble finding it. So, I guess I'm not going to read the novel. Overall, as a samurai movie, I would say it's maybe a 6 out of 10. There's some good stuff in it. There's some good scenes in it. The acting is fine. But it's a little too convoluted based on the simplicity of the story, so it should have been a layup. But the question is the director at fault or is the writing at fault? And I don't know. As I watched it, I wasn't super into it. It just didn't grab a hold of it. The characters you're watching, you just don't fall in love with them. And there's a side thing about the princess running away and pretending to be a samurai. Oh, Mulan says what? And I don't know how factual that is. I don't know if that actually happened. It would be interesting to find out, but like I said, I can't find the novel. And Google's not my friend. I am a horrible Googler. I am not the Google champ when I'm looking for a pertaining piece of information. So if you can Google, if you're good at Googling, Nerdy Wife is a Googler. If you ask her a question, she can find the answer. But I just want to throw my phone out in the yard when I try to Google something, because it's the same with the smart speaker. When I talk to it's completely stupid. It's dumb. But she can just say one thing and it's like, yes, madam. Anyway. It's not a bad movie. If you like samurai movies, there's nothing wrong with adding this to your collection, especially if you can find a good deal on it. But is it going to go on my shelf with the likes of Seven Samurai and the no? Because it doesn't reach that level, that mark. And I don't know why. I don't know what caused it to slip, but I do know that as I watched it, once it was over, I felt a little shortchanged. That just me, because I was expecting a samurai movie. Like a straight up samurai movie. So, there you go. Bushido. Tell me what you think, sir. I'm curious. And if any of you have seen this, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you thought. I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. It seemed like there was something missing. So, there you go. That's our Friday review. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks again for being here. We always love to have you. If you want to ask a question or holler at us, you can comment down below, or you can hit us up on email. It's in the About section or on all our socials. So for Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair in the back, and this big fat samurai loving nerd, we will see you on Monday.